Good morning, Scorpios. Welcome to your reading for whenever you come across this. This is Barefoot Mama Intuitive Reading. I'm happy to be here. Let's get started. Archangel Michael, please bring clear, concise messages through for my Scorpio collective. Mother Mary, please bring compassion to these messages. And Jai Ma Kali, please cut any negative energetic cords to energies or entities no longer serving us for our highest good. Send them on to the next greatest plane of existence. All right, Scorpio, you got the Hermit showing up in the middle of your reading. And what was coming through energetically for me before we pulled this card is just that you may be feeling a lot of draws on your energy at this time and needing to figure out, like, where do I put my energy, when and where, right? And how, how much do I give? I get a feeling that my Scorpios are spread pretty thin right now, like butter scraped over too much bread. It's been a while since I've seen Lord of the Rings. 10 of Cups, but it's because you're contemplating what makes you happy ultimately and learning to honor that. 7 of Swords, you're not being very secretive about this either. Like, even the people around you or who have been around you have seen you sort of wavering with the 2 of Wands, wavering on the edge of a decision for a while. And yeah, you just needed to step through the doorway into your power, death, rebirth. So you've done that, but it's required a little bit of going inward, going within. And the Tower, here you are, Scorpio, in true Scorpio fashion. I think this death, rebirth, and the Tower in your recent past under the 2 of Wands was literally like an understanding of yourself, like realizing what it is you're truly capable of, what it is you bring to the table. I did a reading yesterday, and that's what that was about. And now you're just learning how to apply your energy. You've had a lot about abundance in the last month or so. The Moon reversed, you're not under any illusions. The Queen of Wands reversed, there are blockages. 8 of Pentacles to you feeling. 8 of Pentacles reversed, there are blockages to you feeling like sensual, sumptuous, present, and it has to do with lack mentality. I feel like my Scorpios have been overcoming lack mentality over and over and over again. The 9 of Cups reversed, and the 10 of Wands, and the Tower. This is so frustrating, and I imagine you must feel the same way. Your energy is so burdened that even if all the things in your energy make you happy, you don't feel happy. You want simplicity and clarity and like singularity almost. And you might just have a lot, like 10 cups, right? And you might just want like that one. So part of the lesson in releasing lack mentality, right, is learning that the universe is ultimately abundant. It's infinitely abundant. It has all the things. It's the universe. And abundance is all around us all the time, but sometimes we don't feel deserving, and sometimes we're not energetically like expansive enough to allow in the energy that we'd like to allow in to feel happy. So what is this blockage in your energy? Queen of Swords. Huh. That's really interesting. Why the Queen of Swords? I'm going to specifically read this Queen of Swords. She's a little bit different than the others. I was going to say, like, your cutoff game. It's like you're pruning too much out of your life. Like, you know, when you over prune a plant, like you cut too much off and then it puts the plant in shock. Like, you may have had to cut some things out of your life that have left you in a sense of feeling in shock. You have the Tower here twice. Your path has garnered deep wisdom. Don't mind those who take offense to your confidence and boundaries. You are independent and powerful. Oh. So if you're experiencing shock right now, it's because you stepped into your power and you stopped hiding. And then people around you, even if they really like you or care about you, it's like they projected their insecurities onto you. Or I don't know, like say you have a social media presence. I was even listening to an interview by Mr. Ballin yesterday. He's a YouTuber here. He's got tons and tons of viewers, super successful man who tells a lot of wonderful, scary stories. He's a good storyteller. I wouldn't say the stories are wonderful. They're gruesome, but check it out if you want to. Um, I'll link him in the description box of this video. But it's like, even he, with all of his storytelling capabilities and being an ex-Navy SEAL or a Navy SEAL, who he was like excommunicated from the SEAL like brotherhood basically when he started telling these stories. He had broken some sort of unspoken code of conduct by promoting himself. Um, so it's like you've been promoting yourself. You're doing what's good for you, and you're finding out the people who really support you and the people who really don't. And I feel like there's a bit of shock there. That's what this is. It's a bit of like, oh, I thought these people, and it may even be subtle, like people's unconscious, the moon, right? People's unconscious stuff is coming up. So like say you tell somebody that you have this plan for your business, and they go, "Oh, are you sure that would work?" and like kind of plant the seed of doubt. It's like you recognize that that's coming from their own unhealed like fears and not yours. But at the same time, the more you open up to people about what it is you're doing, the more you invite their energy in to sort of weigh down on yours, or weigh in on your perspective. So 10 of Swords, yeah, you're finding it's easier to start fresh, like feel a fresh perspective here. Oh, interesting. Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. I love this. So you got Nine of Pentacles and the Empress yesterday too, and the Empress was reversed. Um, you're needing to open yourself up to a new perspective about the situation. It's like you're already abundant. And you're so abundant that with the Empress reversed here, I wouldn't usually read it this way. You're so abundant that other people want what you have. And you may be allowing others to draw on your energy just by, opening up to them about what it is that you're doing. So this is a time for you to be a little bit tight-lipped and just kind of do you. It doesn't mean cut people out, right? It doesn't mean like not talking to people that you love. It just means prioritizing where you put your time, how and when you put your time where it is. And then also when you're around people for now, hold space to listen to what it is that they're in your life to allow you to acknowledge. Sometimes we enter a space where we go seek out friendship and community, and other times we sort of do us, and community acts like guideposts for what to focus on. How do I describe this? It's a really specific sensation when it's time to go inward, to work on you, to realign with your path. Synchronicities abound, but it's like only when you are minding your own damn business, right? And you're very much in the mode of like, I'm minding my own damn business. So yes, allow people into your presence, into your awareness, into your life and your energy, but acknowledge that they're there for a reason, as place markers, as for you and your growth. and don't overstep your own boundaries in order to maintain or ignite those connections right now. It's not time to do that. Interesting. The sun reversed. This is what's good for everybody. Queen of Pentacles, you need to nurture yourself. Yeah. And you are nurtured. I think that again, like you're so abundant right now that you're starting to find that other people are viewing you in a way that you've never viewed yourself either. Six of Pentacles reversed. Some people might even be like, why does Scorpio get this King of Cups? It's because you're compassionate. It's because you've done the emotional work, the shadow work. It's because you're fully in your power. The Magician, and you're a master manifester. Yeah. I wanted to draw on this Kali Oracle deck today, and when I opened the deck, I opened it right up to a specific card, and I think that this one feels right to use. So we're going to use this one. Number 20, Chinnamasta. Wow, these cards are so beautiful. Sun, look at that. The Wheel of Fortune deck. Okay. I'm going to read Chinnamasta, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. It's going to be a short reading today. Sacred Severance, the Queen of Swords, right, is her radical grace. She is our soul's power to shed and survive, to outgrow and evolve. When the soul needs to separate itself from that on which it once relied, be it a view of ourselves or the world, or a group or belief system that cannot support the truths of the heart, she is the capacity, sovereignty, and courage required for self-liberation. I love this. The capacity required for self-liberation. The universe is abundant, and it's our job to be able to expand beyond our boundaries, to open, to receive that abundance. And right now you're feeling the burdens of that expansion, stepping into the out of the Eight of Pentacles reverse into the Nine of Pentacles, straight abundance. Queen of Pentacles, abundance is all over this reading. Systems of oppression within your mind, interesting, and your world will be overcome. You have the power to sever your attachment to the past and to focus on inner regeneration and reorientation, healing into a path that is worthy of your heart. The fifth of the Mahavidya wisdom goddesses is a most shocking form of Kali, Chinnamasta. She is the divine feminine avatar, self-decapitated and partaking of the blood that emerges from her throat. The name Chinnamasta translates as beheaded. She signifies powerful activation of the spiritual path through the confrontation of oppressive behaviors, self-limiting attitudes, and intellectual dominance of intuition. The head is the symbol of the known, of thinking, of forms, of authority. It is the head that wears the crown, the sign of status and power. Unrestrained by authority, she's able to overpower it. For our human selves, the head is the locus of control. So during a Chinnamasta initiation, you will not understand what is happening, and you won't know how everything is going to turn out. This is as it is meant to be, and not something you need to worry about or fight against. Despite the inherent violence in the image, Chinnamasta is not dead. Blood is flowing. She's very much alive. So I love this card for you, Scorpio, especially just because the whole, like, I mean, you are death, right? That's your card. 1352 on the timer. Interesting. Death, change, and partnership or alchemy. Number 2. And then 20 is the number of the card. So you're really stepping into, again, following those signs, symbols, and synchronicities, opening your heart to the present of the situation, and just allowing things to flow, especially if you're overcoming any perception of lack that is born from what you think you're capable of versus what you're clearly much more than capable of doing. Like, other people see this, you may not, and you're beginning to, or you just recently have for some reason been like, oh wow, I am abundant. Like, maybe you did your taxes and you were like, whoa, I made money this year or something. But you're having compassion for yourself, and the Magician is telling me, especially with Chinnamasta here, I had a little download this morning. when we try to force things to happen, there's like resistance there, just from the force itself, right? From the urge or the desire or the attachment. You're sort of like with the master manifester, the magician, you're like, all right, I'm going to put that out there and I'm going to trust that things are going to line up in opportune ways that where and when I'm paying attention allow me to follow the path of abundance. So you're really tuning deeply into your spiritual awareness, your spiritual practice, and allowing yourself to harmonize with the Ten of Cups here with what makes you happy. And not just you, but what is the greatest good for all involved. You may even be resistant to happiness, because there might be a part of you, this came up yesterday in your reading, and in a previous reading, just inner child work, a part of you that was either neglected or abused or raised to believe that you aren't enough. Like we all have some version of that to overcome. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. But I think that you've overcome that, and now it's just a matter of being able to like look at yourself with this fresh perspective, the Fool, and see that you've been playing it small. You've been indulging thoughts about yourself that allow you to play small. Because I don't remember who said this. I wish I did, but someone said that we're not afraid to fail. To we're afraid to try and be seen failing, or we're afraid of our own success. Um, but you are, I don't know, you are successful already. And there's like a part of you that is really struggling to acknowledge this and to step into it. It's like you're resisting it. Why? The Page of Wands. Why? Because you like the feeling of being inspired. You like the feeling of like youthful vigor that comes with like that curiosity of not quite knowing what's about to happen. But that's exactly the beauty of where you're at right now. You don't know what's going to happen and you're embracing it. So it's like this is a necessary perspective for you to embrace in order to allow yourself to be in that receptive mode where you're seeing the signs and the symbols and the synchronicities. Six of Cups. There's also, yeah, youth is here. There's a need to embrace a youthful curiosity. Because if you look at yourself the way other people look at you, I think you think it'll get to your head, and you might be right. Two of Cups reversed again. Ten of Wands reversed. And the Nine of Pentacles upright. The Two of Cups reverse, I think, is saying that there's a part of you that feels dysregulated right now, like maybe even separated from the self, because you're in a, like a, I want to say vortex of integration. And the word vortex reminds me of, I think it's Esther Hicks. So maybe listen to some Esther Hicks affirmations today. But the Ten of Wands reversed with the Nine of Pentacles here is like, you really need to allow yourself to understand, I think, just that the abundance that you are in is that deep connection with your intuition that allows you to know abundance is everywhere. Oh, I see. And then the Ten of Wands as well, when you're burdened here energetically. Interesting. The work reversed. Okay. So part of part of the burden that you're experiencing is like not being able to be present, because you feel like there's a lot of work to do, or because you feel burdened energetically. Spirit is asking you to call on Spirit to channel that energy. So instead of using your body as a channel, or instead of using your energy to channel, you are calling in Spirit to do that. So there's a serious need here for you to call in Spirit. And you're learning, Page of Wands, Page of Swords, how to do that. Do it with your mind and your words. and your energy will feel much more invigorated. So how do we call on spirit? It's really that simple. Spirit, I call on you to move this energy through me. Spirit, I call on you to Spirit, I call on you. That's it. I call on you. Please be here. Please show us where to go. Show me where to go. Please open me as a channel for this moment. So I think that's what I have for you today, Scorpios. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know if it was. Also, I'm giving away a free reading in February. If you want a free reading, please just comment on this video or any video until the end of February, and I'll announce the winner at the end in the community page. I've announced 2044 on the timer. I've announced the winner of the January reading on the community page, so go check that out. And I'll see you all soon.